I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Some of our children's greatest experience have been in the smaller classrooms.
But Mitt Romney says class sizes don't matter.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Hi, I'm Arne Duncan, Secretary of Education.
And I approve this message.
Many high-performing education systems, especially in Asia, have substantially larger class sizes, actually, than we do here in the U.S. According to the OECD data, secondary school classes in South Korea, which is a very high-performing country, average about 36 students. Japan, it's about 33 per class. And here in the United States, we're at 25. In fact, it's interesting, teachers in Asia sometimes request larger class sizes because they think a broad distribution of students and skill levels can actually help accelerate student learning across the board.
Hi, I'm Arne Duncan, Secretary of Education.
And I approve this message.
In fact, it's interesting, teachers in Asia sometimes request larger class sizes because they think a broad distribution of students and skill levels can actually help accelerate student learning across the board.
So you can also look historically. If you look over the last couple of decades, the number of kids per teacher has gone down, right? The average class size has gone down quite a bit over the last couple of decades because people like smaller classes. But you look at test scores over the same period of time, and they've really been very flat. So if there really is a big benefit of smaller classes, it's what we've been doing for the last couple of decades, and it doesn't appear to have gotten us very much.
I came into office and talked to people and said, what do we do to improve our schools? And a number of folks said, well, we need smaller classroom sizes. That'll make the biggest difference. So I gathered information across our state. We had 351 cities and towns. I said, let's compare the average classroom size from each school district with the performance of our students, because we test our kids and we'll see if there's a relationship. And there was not. As a matter of fact, the school district with the smallest classrooms, Cambridge, had students performing in the bottom 10%. Mm-hmm. So just getting smaller classrooms didn't seem to be the key.
What's your view on that?
On class size?
Yes, sir.
Well, clearly outside a band, why, if you had a class of 5, that would be terrific. If you had a class of 50, that's impossible. So there are points where I think those that have looked at schools in this country and schools around the world, McKinsey, for instance, that consulting firm, McKinsey Institute, which is a think tank type organization, went around the world and looked at schools in Singapore and Finland and South Korea and the United States and looked at differences and said, gosh, in schools that are the highest performing in the world, their classroom sizes are about the same as in the United States. So it's not the classroom size that's driving the success of those school systems.
Many high-performing education systems, especially in Asia, have substantially larger class sizes, actually, than we do here in the U.S. In fact, it's interesting, teachers in Asia sometimes request larger class sizes because they think a broad distribution of students and skill levels can actually help accelerate student learning across the board.
I'm Barack Obama, and I
do not approve of this message.